Hello, everyone. This is Evan Jacobs. Welcome to another edition of Boxing Time TV. Joining us very, very briefly is my dear best friend, Todd Trout. Todd, say hi.
Hello, everyone. My friends call me TD.
Odds are even on this fight as Tszyu is fighting Tony Harrison. Tszyu is 28 years old. Tony Harrison's 32. This fight's going to be happening on March 12th. It's for some title of some nature. Tszyu is 5'8". Harrison is 6'1". And Tszyu weighs 154, Harrison weighs 154, 72 reach for Tszyu, 76 reach for Harrison, 21 fights, 0 losses for Tszyu, and Harrison has 29 wins and 3 losses, all 3 losses by knockout. This is scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. And we are beginning. This is on the old boxing game, Todd, that you and I used to play. Now, Todd can't see what's happening, but he can certainly hear it. This must bring back memories.
I just think Harrison, you got to go to his experience here. We know this fight's not going to go the full rounds. It's an exciting opportunity for Harrison with Tszyu being undefeated. Although you got to question the more time that can he survive the first couple rounds, and can he put his experience into action here to really do some damage to Tszyu? We are going to find out.
Well, you know, Todd, it's funny that you say that. To my surprise, the computer for this boxing game made this a odds or even fight. So Harrison, while I know doesn't have the greatest chin, he has been knocked out or stopped 3 times in his 3 losses. Does have power. He beat Jermell Charlo when Charlo was undefeated, got knocked out by Charlo in the rematch. Since then, had some victories. I think even had here, you know, if I can look at his record, he had a draw after that. Tszyu, like you said, is undefeated. This is a big opportunity for Harrison. Todd, I'm going to give you credit, man. You were worried. You were a little bit nervous. And look at you coming in sounding like a pro.
Well, I'm telling you, that's why I said Harrison's got to be able to survive the first round or 2 and really get his experience going. He's got to work that body, and then he's going to have to really throw some hard punches while protecting his chin. And we know that's not always been the case in his 3 losses.
Look at this. Look at this. Well, Todd, I wish you could see this. I personally think you should FaceTime me right now, stay with us for the duration of the fight, and make it happen. What do you think?
Unfortunately, I'm about to get on an airplane right now. I'm headed to Las Vegas to play some bets, see some friends. I've got a record person that we are meeting for an early dinner tonight to talk some music and possible financial gains. So that is not possible. But next week, should you invite me back, we can definitely set something up like that.
I love it. I love it. Well, listen, we are here. Just stay with us for the ending of this fight. We have 50 seconds to go. So far, fairly even. I think Tszyu's maybe done a little bit more. And like you said, Harrison needs to get out of the first few rounds to kind of show Tszyu later on what his experience is.
And Tszyu's got that, he's got a lot of fights under his belt. However, has he fought any of the top caliber people with experience like Harrison? And that's what we're going to find out within a matter of minutes here.
Oh, hard punches being landed now as Tszyu is now trying to make something happen, trying to make a statement at the end of this last round. It's almost as though Tszyu has hurt us. Now, would you agree Sierra Championship Boxing is probably the best boxing game ever?
It is long-standing, and if you want to go by that, look at how many years you've done it and how many fights have been fought and show the proven results.
Yes.
I think that's really where you're seeing things.
Oh, you know what? I love you singing its praises. Right now, we're going to see what the judges did. One judge has it even. One judge gave it 10-8 to Tszyu. Another judge gave it 10-9. So, Todd, we're going to see right now, is Harrison going to make it out of the second round? Can he make it out of the second round? Can he start using some of his experience? Can he start using some of his ranginess and give Tszyu problems? Todd, I wish you could stay for the whole fight. You really are bringing a lot to this broadcast.
I think Tszyu is aware that he does not want to go deep into this fight because he knows the experience on Harrison's going to really start kicking in. So I think he is really going to try and put it away this round, if not really hurt him. So then in round 3, he can finish it. We're going to find out.
Now, what? Now, let me ask you something. Before you go, what happens if Harrison doesn't do that? What happens if he doesn't finish it in 3? Does he try to do it later? Does he hang on? Or does it start to become the Tszyu show as Tszyu starts applying more pressure?
I think you might have misunderstood me because I know you're right in the ringside there. I think Tszyu has to try and finish it quick.
Oh, gotcha.
Let Harrison get into his rhythm and the experience starts taking over. This fight is going to change. However, right now Tszyu has the advantage as he is pressing, but I think he is going to be pressing in round 2 to try and get this thing over. However, that's going to leave him open. You never know, Harrison. If his experience can kick in, he is going to take him down. But right now, Tszyu is looking very strong.
Well, you know, right now they're standing in the ring and they're both landing punches. And I think Tony Harrison has to know that he gave up that first round. He's trying to get some get back here in the second round. Once again, folks, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're watching, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links with your family and friends. And in a little bit, I'm going to talk about the upcoming schedule. This is a fight that was recently made, and I always try to do as many fights as I can, at least one a week, and try to get like the big ones out of the way and then try to go to some of the smaller ones and just try to do what I can and present a different sort of boxing podcast. Instead of just talking heads, I give you talking heads and the fight. What do you think, Todd?
Well, I know we don't have access to it, but I really got to wonder what the cornermen have been saying in between the rounds. Like, what is Tszyu's guys saying and what are Harrison's guys saying? That would be really interesting to know what their game plan would be coming back out.
Did you know, I don't know if you're aware of this, we could fight in such a way where we could be the cornermen and then we could watch the fighters fight. I don't know if you and I don't know if you ever knew that about this game. This game has a couple of settings.
And look at that technology going back 30 years, and it's looking
right?
Still relevant and still maybe even better.
Tszyu right now is starting to land more. Harrison has landed as well. I think the edge still has to go to Tszyu. Tszyu's also going to the body. I know he wants that to pay dividends later. Just landed a hard uppercut to the chin of Tony. Oh, he has Harrison wobble just like Todd said. Oh, wait, no, Harrison recovered. Wow, Todd Trout proving to have a gift for talking boxing even when he can't see the fight.
So this fight is going on. They are paging me. Last call. I got to get to the.
Well, Todd, hey, thank you so much.
Next week, you definitely post that fight, and I want to see the outcome.
All right. Well, Tszyu won that round 10-9 on all 3 judges' scorecards. Todd, have a safe trip, and we'll see you soon. It was great talking with you. Oh, look at this. Right now, Boxing Time TV. Oh, hard punches being landed. Harrison attempting to drive back Tszyu, landing shots on Tszyu as both guys are going for it now, folks. This could be shaping up to being a tougher fight. Tszyu wobbling Harrison in round 2. We are in round 3. Harrison kind of making Tszyu backpedal, and we'll see, because that could be a problem for Harrison if he gets caught. But Tszyu, for a moment, letting Harrison kind of gain the advantage, and Harrison landing. Harrison needs to use his range more. He needs to box more. He needs to set traps more. Right now, Tszyu's being allowed to fight at the pace that he wants to fight, land when he wants to land, and I don't know that that's the best thing for Tony Harrison to be letting happen on his watch. All right now, these guys are standing in the center of the ring, and Harrison landing as Tszyu going to the body figuring out ways to place his shots better. And Tony Harrison going to the body too. He wants Tszyu to know this is not going to be easy. Although one gets the sense that landing shots, punches, putting it together, Tszyu, once he starts doing that, could potentially close the show. But Harrison does have power, and these are all things that Tszyu has to be aware of. $10-9 for Tszyu. 10-9, 10-9 for Tszyu, and then one judge having it even. So Tszyu up ahead as we go into this fourth round, and Tony Harrison still meeting him at the gate and coming out and not seeming to be too affected by the things that Tszyu is doing, even though he is losing this fight and has kind of not been in the fight since the very, very beginning. Tony Harrison does have power, does have pop, and if he can get something going, if he can land shots, I mean, all it takes is one punch. He could turn this fight around. But Tszyu looking to be gaining confidence, fighting at a distance, and running the numbers on him. And some upcoming fights that we are going to be having here on Boxing Time TV. I think the next one that we're going to be doing is Shakur Stevenson fighting Yoshino. We're going to be doing Bam Rodriguez versus Christian Gonzalez. And then we're going to do Lopez Conlon, or actually probably going to do Lopez Conlon next. And then, some hard shots being landed. Tszyu, guys, is putting it on Tony Harrison. And if I'm Jermell Charlo, you got to wonder. He's going to be out for a while, and you have Tszyu who's staying sharp. You can only wonder what that fight might look like. All right, so next up we are going to be doing Lopez Conlon. Then we're going to do Bam Rodriguez versus Christian Gonzalez, and then after that we're going to be doing Shakur Stevenson versus Yoshino. So we got fights set up, and I know that more fights are going to come up. And actually, I was just reminded as I'm doing this, I'm gonna do our post to YouTube. And they're saying that Tszyu is breathing heavy, and Harrison is obviously tired. Tony Harrison won that round 10-9 on one judge's scorecard. The other judges gave it to Tszyu 10-9. Tszyu up 119 to Harrison's 110. We're coming out right now. And guys, I think this is where the rubber's going to meet the road. I think Harrison is either going to make a great stand and potentially pull something off, or I think that it's a big possibility that he starts to wilt and Tszyu really starts taking over. All right, so we have the just done our post on Boxing Time TV, and right now you have Harrison. He caught Tszyu coming in. He's caught him twice with that left hand. Tszyu's got to be cautious of it, but man, Tszyu seems to be really pulling ahead of Harrison. And folks, I think, like I said, what happened is going to happen, and I think Harrison is wilting. But he is, guys, he's game and he hits hard, and that's what's keeping him in the fight. But Tszyu is just landing on him, folks. And Tszyu hits hard himself. So this is, and we know that Harrison, he's been stopped 3 times. That doesn't mean that he doesn't take a good punch. It just means, hey, if he gets hit right, he can go. It can happen to any fighter. All right. So Tszyu taking that round 10-9 on all 3 judges' scorecards. We're almost at the midway point, folks. And Tszyu really putting on a tremendous performance. I don't know why they had it even on this boxing game. Tszyu clearly just better in just every facet, landing the way that he needs to land, showing good defense and an ability to set traps and counterpunch and just do things, fighting on a dime right in front of Tony Harrison. Although Harrison landing, not being effective. So, and Tszyu cracks him with a left hand. Tszyu hits him with a right in the body. Oh, folks, Tszyu set that up perfectly. I believe it was a left, right, went to the body, and Tony Harrison went down hard, folks. Oh, and Tszyu dropping Tony Harrison again flat. Tszyu, wow, folks. What a statement-making performance. And that's it. That's it, folks. The winners, Tszyu by a 6-round knockout, came out and, like I said, just exploded, dropping Tony Harrison twice. Tony Harrison having a bruised rib. The fight lasted 6 rounds. Tszyu was not knocked down. Harrison was knocked down 2 times and has a bruised rib. Thank you so much, folks, for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links with your family and friends. And we will see you next time. We just did a post. Go to the community section. Check it out. I tend to do them as I'm doing it. Thank you so much for tuning in. At Boxing Time TV, our motto is why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing when it airs. Thank you so much to my great friend Todd D Trout for tuning in. TD comes in. That's his new role on the show, folks. He's going to commentate without seeing the fights. It's perfect. Very, very on brand. We'll see you next time.